Well, I'm here on day 3 of my week-long session, and I got here on Sunday, took a week off work. I just thought October would be the time to target that Tyson. He's been out once this year. It's a fish that comes out maybe once, well, not maybe once a year, twice, absolute tops, but hasn't been seen. It's such a big flame fish, it's got to be eaten, so I've put a lot of effort in down here towards the end of the year, and I thought October's got to be the month for it to come out, you know, just as the weather's still good, but you know, it's getting a little bit colder and the fish really go into feeding mode at this time of the month, so I thought I'd take the week off. And it's now Wednesday. I got down here on Sunday afternoon, and it was pretty mad really. Like, a couple of fish had been out at the weekend. Just as I was setting up, my mate Andy, fishing over the way, hooked into a fish, and someone over the opposite side did as well, which was pretty unheard of over here. You know, it's not there's not loads of fish in here. It's quite a big water. You know, sort of 25 acres, and with they reckon about 45 fish in here. I think there's a few more, but you know, to get a double take at that, it was pretty mental. They both got them in, and I think there was an upper 20 linear and a 30 pounder as well, so fair play to them, and obviously that gave me confidence as well, setting up for my week-long session. That first night was uneventful. The fish seemed to be at about 150 yards range, just a little bit out of my range, and there were all 3 swims really near to the fish were occupied, so I had to get as close as I could to them, put some bait out there, got the rods out, and sat on that Sunday, but nothing. Woke up Monday morning, got up at first light, and I did see one crash, but again it was about 150 yards out. But on that Monday the wind sort of turned and it went southwesterly, and there were fish showing right in the wind. It looked, the conditions couldn't have been better, you know. And I had fish showing again at like that 140 yard, 150 yard range, just out of my range, but I thought, well, you know, it's not far, it's only within sort of 30 yards or so. So I decided to sit on it, and at about 4 o'clock I saw this almighty eruption come out of the water. It was Tyson, I know it was. I saw the whole of the fish as it came out, and I was actually on the phone to Rich at the time. I said, I've just seen one, and mate, it's definitely Tyson, it's got to be, it couldn't have been anything else, you know, it was just too big. And that was a pretty amazing event. I had a real feeling in me that he was on me, you know, he was going to be feeding on me at some point in that week. He was active, he was jumping out of the water, he was using energy, so he had to eat. Well, that's at least what I thought anyway. Anyway, that night was pretty mad. I was sitting on this step just listening to huge echoes in the distance. This carp boshed out one after the other. It was absolutely crazy, and by morning I couldn't believe that I hadn't had a take, you know. You know what it's like when you've been sitting there thinking you're going to get a take, and you wake up and you're like, come on rods, you're almost getting angry. It was doing my Swede in, but anyway, I woke up and I was contemplating a move into 9 because the fella had gone, but I didn't do. I decided to stay put in here, and as I was sitting on my bed chair, I was thinking, do I move into 9? Do I not? Do I move into 9? And I completely changed my decision and started packing things away just to go into 9. But just as I was doing that, the middle rod's gone, did, and the tips just started slowly bowing down. I'm fishing locked up, so it had nowhere to go. And I've run down to the rod, moved down, picked into it, and straight away it was like bang. Ooh, the rods just started going, and for about 10 minutes I was hooked into an absolute house. And so I'm slowly bringing it back, and I know it's one of the big ones, you know. I know it's Tyson. I know it's either Tyson, goldfish, you know, one of the real big ones, just by the sheer weight of it. The smaller ones in here zip round a little bit. And anyway, so I'm pulling it back, trying to lead it back in, and about 20 yards it's gone and absolutely surged left and then right, and I'll tell you what, my mate Andy was in absolute stitches watching me get beat up by this fish. It was mental, it was so powerful. I've never hooked anything like it, to be quite honest. Anyway, after 25 minutes, I finally slipped the net under whatever I've got on the end, and I've peered into the net, and my eyes have just been like wowzers. That is one big carp, and in an absolute panic, you know, I didn't know what it was at the time. I've called my mate Andy over, and my mate Andy and Tom, sorry, they've both come over, and I'm really thankful because they helped out with the weighing and everything, and he'd pop round 20, round 30, round 40, round 45, 47 pound 12 ounce of big, huge Tyson. I don't know what they're doing. They were over here this morning showing, so I've reeled all the rods in, moved over here, and since I've put a couple of rods out, I did put a couple of baits out there, maybe made 1 or 2 extra casts just to get things absolutely perfect. I'm here for, you know, I've still got the rest of today, tonight, Thursday and Friday, so I wanted to get everything absolutely bang on. And it's actually, I think it's pushed them out a little bit. Well, I don't think, I know it's pushed them out a little bit further, because they seem to be showing at about 200 yards now, like in the middle of the lake. A couple of good fish have come out, like 2 or 3 times, right in the same spots, and it's so frustrating. Don't get me wrong, I'm over the moon. I've got a new PB, and that's great. That's what I came for this week. But you know, I want to catch more. I'm an angler. I want to catch some more carp. So I'm contemplating reeling them in and just running around there with 3 rods, chucking them out on the fish for a few hours, you know, just to see what happens. Well, sorry, it's so close up. It's really, really windy and the sound's quite hard to pick up. At the moment, I'm touring. The carp are taking me on a bit of a bus trip to each swim. As they jump in front of each swim, as soon as I move, they seem to move as well. And yeah, seems to be a little bit of a tour at the moment. But obviously I'm well happy because I caught the biggest fish in the lake yesterday over the moon. But sorry if this wind's a nightmare, it's really, really kicked up. And there's a bit of a storm brewing in the air, I think, and the carp have got on it. They've been jumping out in the middle. So I've seen about 8, 9, maybe 10 fish now. I moved off the point from where I caught the big one earlier over to another swim, and I got all the rods out, baited up, found nice spots. They started showing another 200 yards the other way, so in came the rods in the middle of the rain, and here I am. I'm back in a new swim now. I've never fished this one before. I've literally just flicked singles out there because the wind's so strong, and I don't want to spook what's already there, so throwing sticks, there's no point because I'm not getting them anywhere near it. So I've got singles out there, but I'm on fish, which is obviously the main thing. Yeah, so you never know what the night will bring. It's getting late now, and as you can see, it's getting dark as well. So we'll see what the night brings, and yeah, see what happens, eh? Well, we're at the end of my week. It's Friday, and it's going to be time to reel in soon. I haven't caught any more, unfortunately, folks, so sorry about that. These northerly, northeasterly winds have been bitterly cold, and I haven't seen a fish since Wednesday. It's been really difficult. There's been a few more people on here fishing as well, and none of them have caught anything. Even Dennis, the hauler, hasn't caught anything either, so it's definitely fishing hard now. Looks very wintry, and I think things are going to shut up shop very soon, but I can't grumble, can I? I really picked the right week that big old Tyson was feeding, and finally I had him in the net, so I am over the moon. Obviously I lost one as well, which is very annoying. Who cares though? I've caught the target fish that I wanted, that I came for, that I joined the lake for, and I couldn't ask for any more. So I'm going to reel in shortly, go home. I'm ready to go home now. Get a bit of warmth in me, some nice dinner, and chill out tonight and reflect on what's been an amazing week. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you again soon.